What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Intentional Tarot. I am Poetry. How are you doing? We've made it to the weekend. Yes, I know it's still Gemini season, but this video is for anybody. I'm not even sure exactly what day it is. I just know it ends and why. So the question today is why? Why are you here? What have you done this week that has made your week different than last week? We had two readings back to back now in the past couple weeks. They really talked about procrastination and getting over fears and getting over doubts. So I want you to drop for me in the comment section what you have done this week to make your week different. Are you seeing things from a different perspective? Are you doing stuff to challenge your procrastination? Have you made yourself more creative in different areas to change things around for your outlook? What exactly did you do? For me, I've been a bit productive. And being productive, although I have not completed my end goal, being productive for me is basically allow me to help move out of my procrastination. So today I want to have a little fun. So in having a little fun with this tarot reading, we're going to use this deck here. I bought it last year. Again, one I've never opened. Life is like a board game. So we're going to have fun with our tarot today. If I can get this pack open, I guess I'll give y'all a little ASMR. I don't know how this stuff work. People like this. I don't know why. Y'all like hearing packages rip open and okay, so this is the deck here. So we're going to use this deck. Life is like a board game. I want to say this is by the same young lady who did the Estrava OG cards that I used the other day that I absolutely love. Let me tell you that. So we're going to go with this deck here. All right, life is like a board game. I'm also, since we're doing board games and having fun, I'm also going to use my Uno cards today. I seen I want to say it was a TikTok video where somebody was imitating a tarot reader and they were using Uno cards to read. And I was like, that's hilarious because I actually use Uno cards. So I'm going to tap into a little bit of numerology today. Let's break out the charms, y'all. I don't use my charms a lot on this channel. Only because there is a reader here on YouTube that actually uses charms. I think her channel is Charmtuition. I love her. Liz is her name, I believe. And I don't want people to think I was copying. But before I started reading tarot decks, I was using charms. I'm a collector, basically. I call them trinkets. I really didn't call them charms. And the only thing I called charms was the actual charms that I have in the bag that are sold as charms. But I use these because these little things, these are toys, these are trinkets, these little charms, they have meaning for me. And they mean different things sometimes. Like this little butterfly here, the little golden butterfly. To me, this just symbolizes transformation. Butterflies go through a period of change, and it's actually short, and the change itself may be short-lived as well. So there's two different ways that I can read that. Let's see what else I got in my little baggie. A little house. Either into buying a house, doing home repairs, or something like that. It's a little... Is the ball stuck in there? Is that supposed to be there? Oh, that's supposed to be there. Okay, so yeah. Maybe need to get some things on the ball, some things moving on the go with your house, stuff like that. So we're gonna use that. But I always like this psychic tarot of the heart deck. I think it's very lighthearted, but it gives you some different ideas of things to look out for as well. I thought this is a pretty playful deck. So I'm going to use this also in conjunction with my little die. I can't remember what game I use this from. I think it's Seen It. And on the die, there's different things. I'll explain to it when I get to it. So that's what we're going to do. Maybe, I don't know how I feel. If I feel about doing something with love, I'll do a love on the record. So that's where we're going. That's where we're going. That's what we got today. Let's start off with our tarot cards. Okay. So, like I said, when you think of that didn't help your whys this week. Why are you doing certain things? I did not shuffle today. Are these cards not meant to be shuffled today? Why are you doing different things? Why you should stop doing certain things? That's some things that you could look for in these cards. So I encourage anybody who's watching tarot to also find messages in the cards yourselves, not just rely on the reader. It's as simple as people watching. You know how you could be out in town and you see a couple out there and they're talking, they're having a heated discussion, and you know their body movements, their facial reactions, you know, things like that. Anything that could give you some type of clue or insight to what's going on. Think of the cards that way. Think of the picture on the card as a scene that you are walking through. Now, I've never used this Monopoly deck. I don't know what the cards look like. I don't know if it's based off a specific tarot system, but we finna rock with it. First one we got is the World card. Individually, the World card tells you that there is change that's about to happen. And usually the change that's going to happen is something that's going to be slow and continuous, or may last a long time, or may take a long time to even begin. But I don't know. I like to be, I may be an intuitive reader. I'm looking at the symbolizations that are on these cards as well. And so when I see this World card, I think of something that is outside of the home, something that you maybe have to go to help create that change, or move to create that change, or connect to outside of your normal world. Okay, so the next card that we have here is the Judgment card. Judgment for me goes two different ways. The Judgment card is, one, there's a decision that needs to be made. And this particular card is screaming to you loud and clear. There is something that needs to be heard, something that needs to be seen, and something that needs to be decided on. And I say seen, even though like they have an audio device here. I say something needs to be seen because sometimes I don't know if it's just you, or not just you, but me, or just me, that when I want to really see something more clearly when I'm driving, I turn down the music in the car. So it's like I make sure that my audio, that I'm not blocking out my audio, that I'm taking everything in so that I can see something more clearly. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what we're doing right here, right? I hope I mix these cards up decently enough. We got the Death card. The Death card is not always about dying. It's the end of something. It's, again, a transformation. So we got all three major cards. Y'all saw me shuffle this deck. I even pulled out the middle and put it on top and stuff like that. But we got three major cards. The major cards in the deck normally looks at something that's lifelong, or like I stated before, when we opened up with the World card, something that has some expansiveness, a long time frame, a journey. Usually the Death card comes swiftly, but I think that after you make that judgment, after you make the decision, let me get closer in with these cards. After you make that decision, then whatever is supposed to happen, whatever is supposed to transpire, will come quickly. Now, because I'm going to use Uno cards today as well, I'm also looking at the numbers of the cards. We got 21, 20, and 13. So right now, I'm showing a repetitiveness of the number 2s and repetitive of the number 1s. Okay, so those are some things that I'm looking at there in the card. The number 1 normally is about a new beginning, a clean slate, And you want to do so with an aggressive energy, which is where the death card comes in. Like I said, death card is kind of swift, a swift change, swift transformation. So when you're looking at the number one, you're looking at that aggressive movement. And again, I'm only focusing on the one and not the three, because the one is the one that is in repetition right now on these cards, in addition to the number twos. Okay. When I look at the number two for me, it's always a card that's praying. The number two looks like the number itself looks like it's praying. So you're asking the universe, the world, God, whatever you pray or believe in, to guide you, okay, to help you see clearer. You're trusting in your faith. You're trusting in yourself to help get these things moving for you. So like I said, the world card is really like a new beginning, a transformation that's bound to happen, but it's something that's going to go slowly. It's not going to be something that's going to be automatic, okay? And right now in today's age, we're looking for something that's automatic all the time. Everybody's out here looking for a quick fix. People don't stop to slow down and enjoy, okay? So the zero, I'm gonna go ahead and address them. I said I wasn't gonna address them, but the 0 and the 20 is basically you're on the right path. Okay, it's time for you to express your full potential. So when you make that decision, when you place that judgment on whatever choices that you're making, just know that you are moving along the correct path. Okay, I feel like I'm forgetting something here in this because I mentioned something else, but now I don't know what I said. Oh, choose. Okay. The number two, that's what I was going to bring up. The number two, it's like listen to your gut. Okay. Listen to your gut feelings. It's again a time of newness, a time to plant new seeds of life, to make changes come through. You just have to decide on what you want that to be. You have to decide on what you want your end goal to be and make a decision on it. Okay. And I want you to use your judgment in this. People don't like to be judged, but we judge every day. Let's just be honest. We judge every day. Use your best judgment when you look at the situation. Sit down and make your pros and cons list. Write it out. You know what I'm saying? Use outside sources. You have people always in your ear telling you advice. Fine, listen to it, take it with a grain of salt, but seek some outside opinion. Seek some outside sources and resources to help you make a better decision for your life. So that way, when you do finally make that decision, the transformation is quick, almost painless. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's what we have here. I'm going to leave those up for right now because I'm going to roll right into our Uno deck here and just see what I can pull out of here for y'all. See if it is anything is consistent with what we're already getting. Okay. I'm gonna do at least, got the number 8 and again the number 1 and the number 9. Okay. The number 8, the number 1, the number 9. We've already discussed the number 1, right? We've already discussed that. So the number, hold on. Apologies, I had to step out for a moment. Somebody came to the door. So I said we got an 8, we got a 1, we got a 9. So the 1, we talked about that before. If we didn't, I'm gonna repeat it. It's basically dealing with the negativity, your own self negativity. It's caused by your own doing. So we talked about that in the last couple of readings before. So if you were here before, this reading still is kind of like a carryover, it seems. And getting out of your way, kind of in the middle, stuck in that position. Then the 8, basically, you need to purge your negative thoughts. Simple as that. Purge your negative thoughts. So we got expressing yourself fully with the 0. We got struggling and dealing with your own self negativity. We got 2, being prayerful and hopeful and believing in self. You know what I'm saying? And then it all sums up really to the number 9. 9 seems to be your number. What's the word I'm gonna look for? Your kind of guiding number. It's up to you at this point to share your wisdom with the world, be an inspiration for others. Once you make that final decision, you make that judgment call that's going to help you transform who you are, it's going to go out into the world. So if you are someone that is on social media like I am, you're going to be using those tools to help step out into the world. Now, like I said, it's going to be a slow transition, but you're going to get there. And when I look at these numbers, okay, so let me do some addition here, see if my math is mathing, because I've said 9 is your guiding number pretty much. So we got the 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. When you add the 1 and the 8 together, 18, it gives you 9. That's your guiding number. The world card, 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. Judgment. Plus 2 is 5. Death. Plus 1 and 3 is 4. Makes 9. 9. That's your guiding number here to help you get out. I'm not sure if you're seeing 9s a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? But if you're seeing 9s in repetition, just lets you know that you are wanted. You have natural talents that are being called upon. And you have to find your true calling in life. Like I say, you put all your wisdom and all your experience, kind of like all your wisdom and all your knowledge that you have, all the experience that you have, that you're going to put into whatever your choice is that you're doing. It's going to be a beacon of light and a beacon of hope for others to see, whether they say it to you or not. But it's going to scream so loudly. It's going to scream so loudly to other people. So over the next few weeks, you guys, that's going to be our why. Okay? Because remember, this is intentional tarot. That's going to be our why. If we have not already started, we need to now. If we are already in movement, in motion, just know we are on the correct path to getting all these, the one main thing that we desire so much in our heart to have. It's going to happen. We're going to be more transformed because of it. We are going to help transform others, even if it's just one. That reach one, teach one, situation. Yeah, all that. Okay, so let me go. I wanted to do the Psychic Tarot for the heart too, right? Psychic Tarot for the heart usually gives me like the heart's desires. That's what I usually feel when I work with these cards. This is an oracle deck. 1 or 2 cards. 1 or 2 cards, y'all. I love this deck. Haven't used it in a long time. This is the deck that I usually use to make my vision board with, child. This is the deck I usually use because it gives me so many good guidance tools. Okay, I'm done this right here. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Confront. We have to confront our darkest and deepest fears. Our fears are being illuminated for us to see. Okay? And it's now time for us to confront those fears. Once we confront them, change begins to happen. Once we confront those fears, once we confront the dark thoughts that we have, once we confront the dark actions we may have taken. You know, they say karma is a bitch. But we have to address sometimes, to atone sometimes for those things that we did in our past to help us move forward. And I don't know if you seeing what I'm saying. I don't, can you see it clearly? Do you see what I'm saying? What's the number on this card? 18. You add the 1 and the 8. This is what you do when you try to get your guidance number. And what that equals, 9. We got 3 9s here in these cards so far. 3 9s. Yeah. So, I'm not going to hold this too much longer. Let's get on to our charms. But before I do the charms, I do want to roll the dice. When I roll the dice, I said I was going to explain to you a little later. Rolling the dice for me basically tells me what action I need to take most. It's not the only action I should take, but it's what action I need to take most. And on the top, it's the star. The star for me means I need to let it be seen. I need to become the star in my own life. I need to accept that what I'm providing is beneficial not only to myself but to others. So, yeah, just focus on being the star of your own show, star of your own movie, the celebrity in your own life, the star of your own YouTube channel, the star of your job, the star for your children, the star for your neighbors, the star for your parents. Whatever your walk in life at this point in time is to being a star, shining. Don't let anybody dim your light. That's what this is about for you. All right, let's get into these charms. Okay, so this is just random. I had to go back here for a second. This star, it has 9 points. And you're looking at it, right? And you're thinking, no, it doesn't, poetry. The black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. But also there's points inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 10. Okay, so that's 10. I was off. I was like, all right. I was like, okay, I'm making stuff up. I'm making it up as I go. That's still 10. That's still, hey, that's still good. Take us back to that 1 and the 0. That's when you had to reach that full enlightenment. Oh, you know, 10 in tarot is a full enlightenment type of situation. So I'm not looking at my bag. I don't even remember what all the trinkets and gadgets I got in here, but I got a handful. Let's see what I got here. We got a little catcher's mitt, baseball. Got a little crystal. We got a book and or diary. It does open. There is nothing inside of this one. We have 2 hearts combining. A little guardian. And it says that the angel is watching over me. We have the ship's stern, which is normally in a typical tarot deck, the world card. That's pretty much what it is. Gemini season, the double hearts, you know, it's currently Gemini season. Even if you're not a Gemini, you know, we're still in that season right now. Am I missing something? Did I miss something? Okay, so this is what we got here. So, we talked before about writing things down. Oh, this little doohickey here. This is a syringe. Okay, with the syringe, you are usually injecting something into you. Okay, um, there may be some medical tests that may be to be done as well. Um, Maybe you're dealing with some type of medical needs that involve a syringe as well. But I try to keep all medical information limited. So um, it looks like that you may be catching. Um, we know this transformation is going on here. Yeah, you're enjoying life fully. You're catching on to what you need to do to enjoy life a little bit more. So what I'm seeing here, I talked about before in previous videos about writing down what your visions are, pros and cons list, things like that, on a vision board, keeping a journal of it. And I'm saying with this one, this is your time to make new memories for yourself, make changes for yourself, open up so people can um, see more of you and also feel you with good and positive vibes as well. This is always, I always consider this my travel stone. I mentioned this before about having um, that you probably need to step outside of your normal circle of friends and supporters and loved ones and seek outside influences to help you along this journey. And since it came up right next to our ship stern, maybe there is a need to travel overseas as well. Um, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to physically travel. Like I say, with the internet out here these days, there's many ways in which you can travel to other places, and it could simply mean that sometimes you just need to unwind a little bit, enjoy your loved one. Our Gemini season reading talked about being more intimate, finding love inside of a book. Finding love, enjoying other activities. Um, you could be basting, adding flavor to your idea. Like I said, also with the injecting ideas and thoughts and possibilities into that as well. And just know that your spirit guides, your Lord, your God, your angels, everything is watching over you. Your angels are watching over you. It's your time to shine. I mean, that's pointless. I'm gonna go ahead and do a doggone love card. I'm going to go ahead and do a doggone love card. Only because we got these hearts popped up. For that reason. Oh, these are cute. Look at that. It has a little heart symbol on the deck. That's so cute. I'm not going to even shuffle these. I've never used them before, so I don't know what's on them. This is just a little message. This is just a little message of love. A little message for the heart. What does this say? Reunited. Somebody's reuniting? Somebody's possibly going to reunite with somebody? Reunited and it feels so good. If you're not reuniting with an actual person, there's nobody, a love interest in your life, maybe it's an idea that you're going back to. Because it also says reconsideration and togetherness. There's something that you're putting together that you've been working on, or that's been in your past, or you pushed to the side. But if it's matters of the heart, there is something, someone that you can possibly reunite with. It may not be for a lifetime. It may be for a moment. It may take a minute for that person to come around. But when it does, it's going to have a lengthy season of of enjoyment for you. Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited cause you understood. There's one perfect thing in sugar. This one is here. Alright, y'all. Thank you for watching. I hope this video isn't too long. And this reading, again, is for anybody who is listening with an open heart and an open mind. If you feel like this reading doesn't relate to you, I always say tuck it in your back pocket. It may be something that you're coming up on in the future, and then when that moment hits you, you be like, wait a minute, I could have sworn I heard somebody say something about this before. And this is what you can come back to for you to help guide you along that path. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Peace.